morning, folks. It's a little chilly outside. Its time index is 6:37 Pacific Standard Time, or if you're military, 06:3700 hours. And it is December 31st of 2020. Counting down till the end of the year. And for what the countdown says, it's about, how many hours we got left? Shit. I'm still trying to figure that shit out. 17 hours and 20 some odd minutes and so many seconds. Before we start 2021, and hope to God it's going to be a hell of a lot better than this past year. We have gone through a lot. We have gone through too much. We have gone through too much crap as it is. I look at the news, they're recapping everything that's been happening in 2020, and not to mention the current stuff. For some of us who are lucky enough to get a little bit of a stimulus, yay, one-time shot, big whoop. But it does help. And it'll be helping out regarding the food situation. It'll be helping out regarding the bills and the rent. Which is good, because that's exactly what we're going to need. And things we still have to deal with. I'm hoping maybe, just maybe, that to tell you the truth, I honestly don't know what to expect from this new year. I mean, hell, nobody does. We put our faith and trust in what things were going to be or should have been last year. But then again, we're still doing that a great deal. And upon watching the local news and the hospitals struggling like crazy, trying to keep beds open for emergency cases, and the constant war at this point. And then there's politics happening at this point over here. People trying to, or one major lunatic still clinging to a false hope that he's still going to be president for next term. So he's going to try to do whatever he can to change things around. More and more out here in the local area, whether or not we're going to have any emergency bed spaces because of the COVID-19, and people are still laughing it up, are still denying it. And some of those deniers are ending up in the damn hospital wards or are being turned away because there isn't enough beds to go around, not even for the emergencies or true emergencies. Barely got enough of that in Los Angeles County, let alone Kern. Just seeing how things are playing out and being rolled over until next season, which is going to be, and how many hours from now? I'm nervous and I'm apprehensive. I'm not excited about the damn thing. I'm freaked. I'm seeing too many of the damn COVID cases increasing left and right. I'm checking between the local news and national news just to see, to get the bigger picture of what's being carried over into 2021, to see whether or not we're going to be living and dealing with this COVID nightmare for years to come. Even despite the fact that we may have got the vaccinations, there's still a lot of reservations whether or not if every man, woman, and child is going to be able to get the damn thing or not, and how long it's going to take for them to get stabbed. I can't stand the prospect of getting stabbed by any damn needle, let alone pinpricks to deal with the diabetes situation, but I'm going to have to deal with that concept now, don't I? Every other Tom, Dick, and Harry and Jane out there has been dealing with that kind of inconvenience for God knows how long. They'll be looking and laughing at me about that one. So fine. I've got myself in a situation, my family history, my genetics, and not to mention my lifestyle, and then here I am they're going to be dealing with the damn needle sticks. Or worse, the plunges. It's like, somebody shoot me now. Wait a second, is there a bed space? Is there an emergency room? Is there a trauma center available? Which is terrifying enough as it is. The nightmares of this year are going to be carried over, regardless, whatever happens. Even if we had a different year, even if we had a different season or cycle, still doesn't matter. We're still going to be dealing with the year of the COVID. We're going to be dealing with the year of the election screw-ups. We're going to be dealing with the constant threat of politics not being what they were supposed to be and what we were taught how they were supposed to be and how they were supposed to be managed. I'm hoping maybe, just maybe, that 2021 will be bringing in something that we hadn't seen before, that's going to be hopefully treated as a miracle and not as a damn nightmare. Because when we start bringing in our fears and our phobias and everything else that we know is going to drive us insane, bringing it forward into the new year coming up, we're not going to be done with it. We're not going to be done with the 2020 because we're going to be dealing with the aftermath, the shadows. We're going to be dealing with the aftereffects. Geologic terms, the aftershocks for the main event, main quake. The quake of a reality check. Croatia had about a 6.4 1 or 2 days ago. Hardly ever see the news about it. More and more about the pandemic and about the political ramifications are happening. And he had a 6.4, which is probably deadly to us out here in Southern California. It was even just as deadly in Croatia. They should have been having news stories concerning about that. But no, we had to have politics, and we had to have the corona injections, and a new variant coming up over here. But nothing about countries that get shooken up a little bit. Japan, different country altogether, lives on the Pacific Rim of Fire, shall we call it. Constant fault line, constant movement. Subduction zones. And every time there's movement of the Earth's surface, the positions are shifted. Everything's being pushed around. Mount Fuji is considered a hot spot. But it's also part of the subduction zone. So little by little, Japan moves. Inches by inches. Croatia, unfortunately, and some of the European fault lines they had over there, didn't even realize what the hell was going on until it was way too late. And therefore, any ancient masonry they had for their homes are being devastated by aftershocks. Much to the fact, if we actually had those kind of homes over here in California or even Southern California, we'd be getting our asses kicked left and right. Doesn't matter which particular year we're dealing with. Events happen. Even major ones that translate into years. There had been earthquakes I've remembered before in the past that carried forward. It was January 17th, 1994, a weekend where we actually had Martin Luther King holiday. Had a Martin Luther King birthday. And me working at a call center gets shaken up. No, not 94. 94. No, I'm working in a tower. An oversized glass and steel tower. I got shooken up. But I, 4:30 in the morning, had to be shaken up early in the morning. Out of my damn bed and everything else falling around left and right. Mother Nature decides to get me up on a damn holiday. I was going to be sleeping in that time, too. But I know sleeping in on that weekend or ever. Some things stick with you. Some memories stick with me. Different memories in different year and different month. I was reminded this morning actually, when I woke up. The year of 2018 was haunting my bedroom. And I woke up reliving the past of what had happened on September 8th of 2018. And it was very frightening because I did not know why. Still don't. I don't understand the significance of it. And I wake up even further and trying to realize what the hell happened in February 18th or 19th of 2013. Passage of my mother. And I'm having walking daymares over that. Of what has happened, and both memories decided to blur with each other. Are they foretold omens, or are they just memories haunting me because of my uncertainty regarding 2021? When the passage of my brother happened in 2018, it was like the straw that finally crippled my back and my soul. And I thought I never could get past the pain. 2019 anniversary came and went, and I still felt the same way, broken and crippled. 2020 came, and I remembered, but the pain was lessened a little bit, but not much. The old adage of time heals old wounds, well, sometimes it's right and sometimes I get it wrong. Comes back with a boomerang effect. Looking at the pictures constantly of my family throughout this year, realizing what I've lost, trying to realize what the hell I've gained. It's hard as hell to deal with it. It's hard as hell to deal with the things that have happened that put me isolated in this place, even worse off than before. Purposely isolating myself is one thing when I don't want to deal with the world, but to being forced by external forces, by outside situations where this becomes the world I live in. And it's disheartening. It's disheartening to me. I'm scared. I'm not quite sure what to make of 2021. People are looking at it with eyes of hope, of hoping that maybe this year will be a hell of a lot better and maybe a lot easier for us to deal with because we've had enough hardships and we need a break. I'm wondering if that break isn't going to break us, if it isn't going to break me. In several hours, I'm going to be turning, several hours and about month at that time. I'll be turning double nickel. My brother, when he turned 50, the day before, or at least 1 or 2 days before, he was having a panic attack. He was freaking out left and right because he couldn't deal with the time. He had heard so much about the Cameron curse. Scared the living pucky out of him. He totally forgot about it, and it hit him hard after he reached the age of 60. That same year is when he passed. So it means I've got about 5 years left of life if I'm going to be believing this damn curse. 5 years more. Well, during that time, I may finish up college and may try to do something else within that time, I hope. Meanwhile, I'm seeing my whole world go upside down and everybody else freaking out left and right. I never thought to see it in my lifetime about people having lined up for cars to get stabbed or get tested, let alone food lines. Losing jobs left and right. Economy's going hell in a handbasket. Scary and terrifying times. Uncertainty rules around here. And it's hard as hell to deal and fathom what's going on. And scary. Hospitals jammed up. Politicians can't get off their dead ass to get more stimulus money to the people because of political head games. Well, one particular fat-ass leader still wants to stay in office. He's been voted out, but he still wants to stay in office one way or another, screwing up everything in the electoral process we've got, including messing around with the damn Constitution. And some of those are blindly loyal and following him like a damn lapdog. Well, actually, they are lapdogs. And they are insistent that this guy be in office, not letting the democratic process finish its story. No, it's not going to happen that way, except for 2021. Whatever kind of damage control we've done for this year is carried over for next year. Whatever insanity we've done, it's carried over. Yes, I'm nervous. Yes, I'm terrified. Yes. I'm not quite sure what to think of it, what to deal with it. I'm not quite sure how to deal with this, but I am dealing with it. And I'm hoping maybe, just maybe, 2021 will be a lot kinder to us. Give us the break we need to breathe for a change, to blink our eyes. We're so frozen with uncertainty that we can't afford to blink them and clean out our eyelids to get the junk away from us so we're able to see what's going on in front of us. We're able to move our stiff limbs forward. Even if we have to shift our weight, if we just shift a few inches forward and try to get our legs lifted up to walk or stumble or just shuffle along. When you actually do something like that, if we can just actually think of, and I think of just doing. Maybe try to understand that song of Satch. Louis Armstrong singing "It's a Wonderful," no, what a wonderful world. And if we can actually apply that to this upcoming new year, will it be a new year for us? Will we be actually able to do something for a change? Will we be able to accomplish stuff? It's going to be depending upon each one of us, isn't it? Each one of us are going to have to carry that load, whatever it is we have forward. each one of us are going to have to keep sharing each other's so we can help each other out along the way. I'm hoping maybe, just maybe, just maybe, we can get a break somehow. And if we can't get it by nature, we'll get it by hook or by crook, one way or another. Well, we need the breather. We need to stop for a second, catch our breath, catch our perspective, catch the context, see what's going on around us, and then get motivated enough to keep moving forward. Who knows, maybe by the end of 2021 we'll be looking forward to 2022 and say that this year had tried to be a good year, but it sucked, and now we need to make 2022 better. Or maybe we're going to be saying that 2021 was the most fantastic year we've ever had, and we wish we could repeat it again, or carry some of the aspects of it into 2022 and continuing on the tradition. But for right now, we've got our own loads on our shoulders and our backs and our heads, however we're carrying and however we're doing things. Let's just hope and pray that 2021 will be a lot kinder to us. We were trying to be kind to 2020, but it bit us in the ass. It bit us in the toes. It bit us in the legs. It bit us everywhere. It was like a rabid creature that wanted to latch onto us and give us its venom. And we're suffering through the damn thing. So maybe we've got the antidote necessary to get rid of the damn thing. Get rid of the damn bleaching bloodsuckers and vampires and mosquitoes and God knows what else we've got tormenting our butt. Let's just hope to be a lot kinder to us right now than anything else was. I'll be checking back. I may do a live feed. I may do a live feed of what's going on, just to see what's happening. And I'm hoping maybe, just maybe, we'll see what happens.